Hello, hello, Devin. Hello,
Hello. Hey,
everybody.
Skylar. Hi. Hi, everyone. We're
We
so
are,
happy to have you here. I am so excited that we got Chef Skylar, who's going to be doing things and teaching us. Thank you, Skylar. I just want to say it
oh
now.
my
Thank
gosh.
you, and I'm
Oh.
sorry. The two things. I'm sorry. You'll understand why by the end, but thank you.
Oh my God, Devin, thank you. And I'm sorry if I don't teach well, but I think you're going to have a wonderful meal when we're done cooking today. Before Devin gets into the nitty gritty about our amazing sponsor, Rubbermaid, I just want to say what we're making today, which is a zesty springtime lasagna, and it is delicious. So before we get started, I think Devin's going to share more about these amazing products that we're using.
For sure, and I just want to say we are indeed live. So hi to Summer in the chat who said hi to Skylar. Happy Monday. If you guys have questions about anything, any of the products, the fabulous Rubbermaid products, or how we make some things, or you want to judge the way that I blanch my peas, whatever it is, hit us up in the chat. We will do our best to answer. And make sure you click the follow button. We will be sure to give you a shout out too. So Rubbermaid, if you have been in a kitchen, you have heard of this brand. You know about them. They've been going strong for a long time. I grew up with their products in our household. They now exist in my own home. And so I'm excited to be able to tell you about some of these really cool features that they have. So they have this sort of any occasion bakeware line, which is really, really cool. They have an 8-piece set, all right? And I'm going to show it to you a little bit. And what I love about it is it's so versatile, but it's also beautiful. I think sometimes the challenge comes between functionality and durability, but also looking nice. This 8-piece set includes one 2.5-quart baking dish with lid, a 1.7-quart baking dish with lid, and 4 1-cup ramekins. So right here, we have the 1.75. Okay, it's safe up to 550 degrees Fahrenheit as well. You can see how lovely it is. This lid comes in handy when you're going to aunt's house, grandma's house, the neighbor's house, and you want to bring your own recipe, but you want to get the dish back. You can do that 'cause you have the lid. Also, it's affordably priced. So if you want to be kind and give them to your neighbors or friends and family, too, that's kind of you, but also you can do that. So again, you're getting the 3 different sizes. So this is the 1.75. We also have the 2.5, and then we have the 4 1-cup ramekins, which I'm going to show you. I'm currently using them to hold some yummy cheese that we're going to be using in the recipe. All right. They're also dishwasher safe, microwave safe. So here's 2 of the ramekins. All right. Look at that. They're lovely, easy to use. They're stackable. They stack inside of each other, which I also really like. It's Rubbermaid. Like they know what they're doing. They are the leaders for a reason. You can't go wrong. And again, these look like really expensive. They look high end. They're actually beautiful. I don't know that I've seen sort of this level of design from Rubbermaid, but I'm loving it. You can't go wrong. This 8-piece set is great, and it's also great for making lasagna, which is what Skylar is going to be teaching us to do today. God help us. Skylar, what's the first thing that we do over there?
All right, so the instructions for this recipe kind of depend on what ingredients you're able to find. Devin, the first thing you do when you make a lasagna is you see, are your noodles like the kind you do not have to boil, or are they the kind you have to boil first? Devin, which kind do you have before we get started? I have to know.
So I have the kind that are beautiful. But you don't have to boil. They're already boiled. You don't have to boil.
Oh, they're already boiled.
First is the kind.
Okay, so
yes,
I
yes.
think they soft.
They are soft.
Yours are soft.
They are soft, and
okay,
I believe edible. I had a little help in the kitchen. My magic elves are here helping me.
I love it. Okay, so Devin has the kind of noodles that you boil before you assemble the lasagna, and I'm sure you boiled them in some salted hot water. I actually got my hands on these noodles that you can just layer without cooking because they cook in the sauce, in the layers of cheese, and the liquid that you layer them with makes them soft. So there are 2 different kinds. You can go either which way with this recipe, and I think it's great that we're showing the different avenues we can take. Okay, Devin, are you ready? Now that we've established what we're doing with our noodles, we're both ready with those. Should we start with the peas?
We should start with the peas. I feel like that part I can get right. I also want to shout out some people in the chat. Summer says it looks great. They love casserole dishes with lids. I agree with you, Summer. Those are great. And Nicole asked, can I buy just the ramekins? So Nicole, you can buy a variety of sets from Rubbermaid. So I have the 8-piece set that I just showed you. There is a 3-piece set as well, which includes the one 2.5 quart baking dish. It's behind me, and the 1.5 quart. So I'll show you over here. The difference here is these don't come with the lids, and they also don't come with the ramekins as well. So I'd recommend going ahead and getting the 8-piece set because it's such a really good deal, and it's one of those things that even if you feel like you don't necessarily need the casserole dishes because you already have some, it's definitely one of those things where it could come in handy at any moment. It's also great if you're going, say 4th of July is coming up or Mother's Day. You're gonna want a dish to bring your favorite, whatever it is that you make. You know that recipe everybody's been trying to get from you, but you're gonna take it to the grave with you. That thing, when you make that thing, you can make it in one of these and you can gift it to someone, which is actually a really nice option. So if you find that you want the ramekins, but you don't necessarily need these additional casserole dishes, I'd still look at the 8-piece set just because it's an excellent deal. Or if you find that you don't need ramekins, but you want some casserole dishes, you don't necessarily need lids, you have this option right here. Again, it's broiler safe up to 550 degrees. Cannot beat that. It's dishwasher safe. It's durable. You put it in the microwave. You can do so much with it. They also look beautiful. And then, of course, we have the 8-piece set that comes with the lids. Now, I will say you don't want to put the lids in the oven. That's just meant for when you're storing things or for when you're going to take it to the neighbor's house or something like that. But it gives you a lot of versatility because, you know, that is what Rubbermaid's known for. And also, I just want to say they look beautiful. They look like ceramic, but they're 20% lighter. That is a game changer when you're trying to get the kids out of the car. 2 of them are misbehaving. The dog's acting up. Your husband or wife's less helpful than they should be. And you have this dish you spent all day making to bring to the family function. Now you can do that and you don't have to worry about it. Shout out to Ariana who said, what are we making? We are making lasagna and Skylar is teaching us how. Now back to the peas. Skylar, what do you want me to do?
All right, so first we're just gonna blanch our frozen spring peas. Now this step, so what you're gonna do, Devin, is your water salted? I assume it's salted.
Yes, my water is salted.
I hope it is.
Yep.
All right, so if you're making it at home, add 2 or 3 tablespoons of kosher salt to your water. It should be boiling. Add those frozen peas right in. And we're just gonna let them cook for not even 2 minutes and then put them in an ice bath. You don't have to put them in an ice bath, but it does preserve the color, which for this recipe, it doesn't really matter because we're cooking them more anyway. But in general, it's just what I like to do so they don't get soggy before we assemble the lasagna. And while Devin's doing that, I just want to explain why we don't put them directly in when they're frozen. It's because they can bleed out a lot of water. And you don't want a liquidy, sloppy lasagna. Am I right, Devin?
Oh,
we don't want that today.
Wait, so Skylar.
Yeah.
So you let them sit out a little bit before. So when they're frozen, you let them sit out a little bit before and then you put them in the water? Is that what you're saying? Like we don't just put the straight frozen peas?
That's a great question. So I would let them either defrost or we're taking a little shortcut, which is blanching. It's par cooking. So that they are basically, they got a little crunch to them, or like, these will just be cooked through where they're not frozen anymore. That's essentially what we're doing. And the reason we're doing that is because we don't want those little ice crystals that kind of stick to the frozen peas to bleed into our lasagna and add some water to it, which will cause the cheese mixture to get kind of watery. And that's so sad. So that's why we do this here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
So mine are already looking.
Skylar. All right.
You're welcome. How are your peas looking, Devin?
Skylar, it's looking like a lot of peas. I feel like I haven't seen that many peas at once in this lifetime. I feel a little like ratatouille, but they're looking good. They have good coloring, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I think we can remove them. Yup. Are they floating in bright green?
Okay. Some of them are floating. They are bright green. Some of them are floating. Some of them are not yet. Do I need to wait till they completely float? Is that like the test?
You're fine. I mean, the test would be literally pop it in your mouth, It should taste a little salty.
Yep.
It should be cooked through all the way and not frozen inside. And mine are great, so I'm going to put them in the ice bath. If yours are still frozen, give them another 30 seconds. They cook really quick.
They do. They're good. All right.
All right. I'm making you eat your peas on camera. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Toby. So then we just dump them in the ice? Is that how that works?
Yep, so this stops the cooking. You know, you really don't have to do this for a lasagna because it's just going to keep cooking anyway. Typically, the reason you do this is to preserve that bright green color, but these might turn an olive green in the oven with our others, with like the cheese and everything. So it doesn't really matter, but we're doing it this way. Does that make sense?
Cool.
Did I explain that right?
All right, Skylar, I cheated a little bit. I have beauty peas.
I love beauty peas.
So I'm going to bring in my beauty peas for those watching who are like, Devin, what the heck are beauty peas? Beauty peas are when you're cooking on a set, and so they already have some peas prepared for you so that you can transition quickly. But I
love that.
So don't worry if you don't have beauty peas. You can actually
you just have these
along
peas
with the way that we're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Really
And
quick.
look. Yes.
You got your beauty peas. Super quick. I see 2 questions in the chat before I toss it on over to you. So ELZ asked, how do you avoid soppy noodles? I'm assuming that means like overcooked, like they just kind of fall apart and they don't hold a structure. I would go with the oven ready lasagna noodles that you don't have to boil before. And if you do have to boil them before, I would take them out of the water 2 minutes before the package says. So they've got a little bite to them and they finish cooking in the sauce. And then Summer asked, can you use English peas as well? Absolutely. English peas, beauty peas, spring peas, whatever peas you can find, we can use those. So
Perfect.
Devin,
I love these beauty peas. And I do. I wanted to tell them the thing that where the beauty peas came from is this Imusa USA stainless steel stock pot. So it's a 20-quart stock pot. It is large, but it's great. I said I felt like Ratatouille a little bit. I do. Because you can fit a lot in here. So if you're cooking for a large family, you're making a stew, a chili, beauty peas, whatever it is, you can do that here. Again, it's stainless steel. It's durable, a stock pot meant for large batch cooking. So it's meant if you have, a lot of people coming over, maybe your house is the place that everyone gathers to have their meals, then this is definitely something that you are going to want to check out. And people really love it. It has high reviews, can't go wrong. You're not going to want to put it in the oven, but it's also large. So you'll see that it probably wouldn't fit in the oven, but it has an 18.93 liter capacity. So it can fit quite a lot of stuff for a really large family.
I love that. No, those stock pots, they have a huge capacity. And if you like to make your own stocks, you can fit easily a whole chicken in there if you want to boil your chicken and make chicken soup. So I love that thing. It's great.
So Skylar, I'm going to copy you. I see you getting the casserole dish out, right, from Rubbermaid. You guys, these are available in your carousel. They're also, and so make sure you grab them, add them to your cart. Don't forget to check out. You don't want to miss out. But I see you layering in your peas. So is that what we do next, Guy, is just put peas in it first or no?
No, stop right there.
Okay.
No, I was just taking them out of the ice cold water.
Okay.
I don't have beauty peas, so I was just taking them out of the cold water because they are no longer hot and cooking, and I just transferred them because I have these amazing Rubbermaid casserole dishes. I figured I might as well show you guys that I love it. I love these. They are amazing. I know Devin has all the notes on these and can talk about them for hours and days, but I use these all the time, and I'm a huge fan. So yes, they're great for just holding your peas or ingredient prep. But Devin, which ones do you have? Do you have the Duralite ones right now? That's the Duralite set, right?
So yes, I have the Duralite set that we were showcasing, the one that come with the lids as well. And then you also have your 3-piece option that doesn't have the lids, but again, it's 20% lighter than ceramic, which is really a game changer. Like if you guys could feel this, like certain other brands or certain products that are ceramic, they look lovely, but they can be really heavy. So if you're trying to carry more than one or bringing multiple to a function, it's a bit of a challenge. Whereas here, that's not the case at all. It's lightweight, easy to carry. And I also like that it's sort of ergonomic in the way that it dips right here. So they've really thought of everything. Like Rubbermaid knows, they've been doing this for so long, so it's not really a surprise, but they know how to make it both functional and beautiful as well. Again, it's premium glass for high heat tolerance and durability. It's oven and broiler safe up to 550 degrees. That's hot. That's real hot. I don't really know if you're cooking at that temperature. Hopefully it's good, but even so, this can withstand that. Again, 20% lighter than regular ceramic. It's break and chip resistant as well. You have sort of the ergonomic feature so that it's really easy to carry and hold. You can see I'm doing it with one hand. I'm not particularly strong. It can go straight from the oven to the table. So no more do you need to get a beautiful serving tray to make it look elegant. Just look, pull it out of the oven, be like, here, this is what you get. Merry holiday, whatever it is, voila, let's sit down and eat. Nice and simple. I also like that they sort of stack into each other as well because there's different sizes, which makes it nice and easy as well. Shout out to Seema J, who started following us, Michael, Jay Hazel, Angelina, and Nasa. I can't fully pronounce it, but I'm here in spirit with you. We're so excited, Skylar and I are, that you're here. If you have questions about anything, let us know. Skylar is teaching us how to make a fabulous lasagna, and we're doing so with these amazing Rubbermaid casserole dishes that you too can have in your kitchen. They are available. We have the glass baking dish that's a 10 by 10 white that comes with the lid, and then we also have the 9 by 13 in white with lid as well. They are all in one baking dishes. They're super versatile. And it's Rubbermaid. It's not a brand that you have to look up. You're not sure, are they good? You know, is it safe? It's Rubbermaid. Like there really isn't a better or safer brand that's been doing this for so long that we know. They're beautiful. The lids are really easy to use as well, which is great. You know, if you have any sort of hand issues or suffer from arthritis, for example, or something like that, or maybe you're giving one to your grandparents, it's super easy to use. It's sealed in there, which is great. So if you're carrying this dish, you don't have to worry about it spilling out. It's gonna take care of what it needs to do. But when you're opening it, you don't have to fight with it. It's not gonna be hard on your hands or anyone who sort of suffers in that way. It's super easy to just pop off, and then voila, you have a beautiful thing. Or maybe you have those family members that can't wait to eat. So you get there and they're trying to be all up in your food already and you haven't even taken your coat off. Now you have a barrier, a safety net between your hungry friends and your food, okay? With this lid, it's everything you need to keep them away until you're ready to present it and serve it to the table. Again, available in an 8-piece set or a 3-piece set. I recommend getting 8 because you never know when you need an extra. You also know your neighbors or family members are going to hesitate to return it back to you because they're going to want to keep it in their own kitchen. So why not get extras? Also, really good Mother's Day gift. Just want to put it out there, or even Father's Day, which is coming up soon. Really great gifts there. All right, Skylar, what are our next steps? I'm so excited.
All right, so every great lasagna has a great filling. I'm excited to eat it too, by the way. And our filling is very springtime vibes. Most traditional lasagnas have some ricotta cheese, so we're gonna first add some ricotta to a bowl, or I would do it in a separate bowl. Devin, is that the baking dish that you're gonna build the lasagna in front of you? Okay, great, yeah, definitely do a separate bowl for this. So it starts with some whole milk ricotta. Just pop it on in there. I just spilled some all over my counter. We love that for me. I'm using the ramekins, by the way. I love these. They're awesome. I love how they come with the
Love these ramekins. They're so good. They're so good.
So good. So our next step here is to add some goat cheese. This is about 4 ounces. Devin, do you have goat cheese on hand as well?
I do, and I feel like this is such an interesting take, Skylar. I never really I didn't know goat cheese is in lasagna. I didn't realize that.
It's not usually, but I think about spring and I think about a lot of vibrant, fresh colors, and goat cheese is so tangy and bright and kind of light, and ricotta is kind of sweet. So I think they marry well together in this filling, and we're adding some basil and mint. So it all kind of will come together. We're also adding some lemon. It's going to be delicious. So Devin, go ahead and add some basil and mint that you have finely chopped. Do you have
Okay.
finely chopped?
Mm-hmm. I do not
All
have
right.
finely chopped,
And
but I can finely chop it for you.
ooh, yes, let's finally chop
I'm lying.
it,
No, I
Devin.
can't.
I'm sorry. I finally chopped mine. Yes,
No,
you
don't be sorry.
can.
I'm going to struggle bus chop it. There we go.
No, you're a
I
chopping
love, can I
queen.
just
You
say
got
I
this.
love basil?
I
I
love
watched a
basil.
thing
It's
about
the
chopping
best.
the other day on some cooking show, Skylar, and it was about how like not to cut your fingers and how you make a claw. I
Yes,
learned a little on it, not much, but I learned a little. Okay, so I just sprinkle it in. Okay, yeah, I see that
amazing.
you just put it right
Yep,
in
just
there.
sprinkle
Okay,
it right in here.
amazing.
I'm so sorry if I did not preface to chop it prior, but we could have chopped together.
No,
You
you're
nailed
the,
it. You're doing great.
yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, I love that
And
overhead
don't be
shot you
afraid. For
got
those
going on.
watching who aren't master chefs like Skylar, I am, if there is pro, which is Skylar, or if there is unpro, and then there is why the heck did they even put me in the kitchen? I'm probably between unpro and why am I in the kitchen? But I love to eat. I love food. And so if I can do it, let this be a lesson that you can do it. Like it seems complicated, but I promise you so far, if I don't burn the place down, then this is a recipe you can totally make as well. And you don't have to worry about your dishes withstanding it because Rubbermaid's got you covered.
Rubbermaid has got us covered, and I
All
love
right.
this dish in particular because we just bake it. Like you do this in the bowl, but then you layer and bake it, and we're done. All right, Devin. So, have you ever used a microplane? This little cute grater that I know you've got with you.
Yes. Now this I have done.
You have. Okay, great. Amazing. Okay. So we're gonna zest 2 lemons into our mixture. This is gonna bring that zingy, zesty springtime feel. So literally just
Okay.
run the lemon over the top. You're basically giving it a haircut. You just want that bright yellow part of the lemon because this carries the essential oils which give it that lemony aroma. So not that sour taste, just that like perfumey. Can't you smell that? It smells so delicious.
It smells so good.
So good. Love it.
It's like
so you're
we're
gonna
shaving them
shave
bald.
the whole. I know, we're literally shaving them bald, Devin. That's exactly what we're doing. Get every spot, and we're gonna repeat that with the other lemon as well.
Do you use the other parts when you're doing a recipe like this, Skylar? Do you use the other parts of the lemon either in the recipe or for something else? Or what
Yes.
happens once you've shaved a bald lemon?
Well, actually, Devin, I was going to suggest that we squeeze the juice of 1 lemon in this. I know I didn't write that in the recipe, but I wanted to surprise you.
I like
but
surprises,
what's
Skylar.
great is, love it. So what's awesome is you can also store a lemon, even though it's bald, in your fridge, and you can use the juice at a later time. So I think.
How long does it last if you were to do that? Like if it is bald, how long will it hold? Like is it a shorter time you can keep it in your
No, I mean, for me personally, it lasts the same as a normal lemon. I would say a week, like maybe use it within a week just to be safe, like any lemon. Yeah, but
perfect.
I've never really had it go bad.
And this is so easy to use, which is great. This is the microplane classic zester grater, you guys. I have it in the black color. It's super easy to use, which I like. It's very lightweight. Also, it has a nice grip. There's some traction there on the handle for grip, which is also really great. So if you know someone who's getting into cooking, or maybe they're well versed in cooking, I feel like this is something you definitely should have in your kitchen. It's super sharp. It's made in the good old USA as well. And like I said, I am baby novice level, and I am not intimidated by this item or tool. So, and it's not because I'm particularly brave. So if I can do it, you can do it.
Also, Devin, the microplane is such a great tool for shortcuts. Like in this recipe, what you're going to do after that lemon is bald, you're going to basically mince some garlic, but you don't even have to use your knife. All I do is take this microplane and I grate it. And it is just so much easier than dirtying a knife or, doing the whole chop your garlic for 5 minutes thing until it's minced.
This is great.
This just creates a paste, right? Are you doing it?
Oh my God, this is so good. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
This is great.
Amazing.
There we go.
And then after this, I mean, are you down to slice a lemon and juice it? Even though it's a surprise?
I am down. Skylar Els asks, how do you know when to stop zesting? That's a good question, Els. How do you know, Skylar, when to stop zesting?
That is such a good question. So you want to just lightly get that bright yellow layer of the lemon. Once you reach the pale yellow, you're going to stop. Once you reach the white, you definitely have to stop. But I play it safe, and when I hit the pale yellow, I call it a day. The reason you want to stop at the white part is because it's very bitter. It's what's called the pith of the citrus. All citrus have that. And it's just very bitter and not pleasant. And we want aromatic, bright, and zesty. We don't want bitter and painful to eat, right, Devin? That's what we're going for.
Yeah,
but that's a great
agree.
question.
Yeah. I also want to say too, like, so if you're just joining us, hi, I'm Devin. That's Chef Skylar. She is teaching me, how to make a fabulous springtime lasagna so you can impress everyone this Mother's Day or brunch day or just yourself. And we're using some really amazing, easy to use kitchen tools. Also, we're highlighting some of Rubbermaid's awesome products, including their beautiful line of casserole dishes that come in a 3-piece set or 8-piece set that include lids, you guys. They're durable. I also wanted to point out, though, that they're odor resistant and stain resistant, and that's huge because when you're making something like the lasagna that we're making now, I don't know about you, but one of my first concerns is how hard is this going to be to clean? Because is this going to stain whatever dish or thing, especially when you're talking like pasta sauces and that sort of thing? Rubbermaid has got you covered, and they're doing so in a chic way. Go ahead, Rubbermaid, like, talk your talk, do the best. Look how beautiful this is. It looks high end, it's beautiful, but it's also durable, coming with lids as well. You can also get the set without the lids. The 8-piece set comes with 4 ramekins as well, so you can use them to put extra sauce in, you can use them to put garnishes in, whatever it is. There's a lot of flexibility, and they're really beautiful, heat resistant, put them in the broiler, so much functionality there. So just wanted to point that out, but I love that they are odor resistant and stain resistant. I feel like that is clutch.
They're also so durable, Devin. Like, I am pretty rough in the kitchen. These are chip resistant and they do not break from what I have experienced. Also, I love these for meal prep. I just had to point it out. Like, the ramekins are great for like pre-chopping tomatoes, onions, your herbs, cheese, grated cheese. They're fabulous. And of course, the casserole dishes are as well. Devin, are we ready to get back to our filling and finish it off?
He said there's a set.
So I think I cannot hear anything, but I'm gonna
Skylar,
add a
I'm
little
still
bit
here.
of salt
I'm
to
playing
this.
with my dishes.
Okay. Oh, I was like,
I'm playing with
maybe.
Don't worry. I got so excited
No
playing my
worries.
dishes. I just wanted to show you guys the different sizes that you can have as well. So here we have a 9 by 13. Again, comes with the lid, fabulous, okay? Glass baking dish,
Love.
20% lighter than traditional ceramic, love that. And again, I love this lid. It's sort of ergonomic as well, so it's easy to get on and off. And then I also have a 10 by 10, which I feel like a lot of recipes call for a 10 by 10 dish. So this is a great one to have in your arsenal as well. It's lovely, beautiful, easy to clean. All right, easy to clean. I'm gonna open it up for you. I love this lid so that if you're traveling, if you're going to grandma's house, going to see family, look how beautiful that is. All right, look how luxurious that looks. And yet you can see I'm carrying it with one hand because it's not that heavy. So it looks really nice. It leaves an impression. It's the one thing that can really elevate your food, but you don't have to worry about it being super heavy. And then as Skylar said, she put it to the test, all right? And they didn't break. So Skylar said if she can make sure that she didn't break them, then you're in good hands as well. So there's multiple sets, by the way. There's an 8-piece set. That includes the 4 ramekins. There's a 3-piece set that doesn't have the lids. There's also a 4-piece set, okay, that includes the 10-inch and the 8-inch with lids, as well as 4 ramekins. ramekin. So there's a variety of different options there for whatever your needs are when you're in the kitchen, or for gifting. We talk about the gift closet all the time, you guys. This is a great gift closet item. You can even stack them up, put a little bow on it for housewarming gift. Again, Mother's Day. My mom's birthday's coming up right next to Mother's Day. I feel like she likes to be a challenge like that. Whatever it is, this is something that is going to be a win with everyone. Again, you have a 4-piece set available. You have an 8-piece set available. You also have a 3-piece set available and a 12-piece set available. So regardless of your kitchen size or your needs, maybe you're just looking to add, or maybe you just moved and you want a whole new set, you can absolutely do that. Shout out to Layla and Courtney in the chat. If you guys have any questions about any of these products that Skylar and I are cooking with today, let us know. We will do our best to answer, and we always love to say hi. And don't forget to grab these things that we're using from the carousel, which is below or next to this video, add them to your cart, and don't forget to check out, because I cannot tell you how many times, myself included, I don't know if this happened to you, Skylar, I put something in the cart and then I got distracted. I'm like that little dog that sees a squirrel and is like, squirrel, and then I forget, and then I come back and the item I wanted is maybe like out of stock, they're running low, it's gonna take longer to get delivered. Here, just grab it. Go ahead and check out. I promise you won't go wrong. I promise you'll love it. All right, Sky, what do we do next?
All right, before we get to layering in our dish, I know you have some mozzarella with you, and I'm gonna add a little mozzarella to this mixture, and also you're gonna add some salt and pepper. So I would go with, like, I would say 1 cup of mozz here. And this, I just like to add this because it gives that kind of stringy cheese pull vibe when you serve the lasagna. And also, more cheese is always delicious. I'm going to add a little pepper. I added just 2 pinches of salt. I always eyeball with salt. It's fine to taste your filling, Devin. If you want to taste it, go ahead and taste it. This, I feel like tasting the filling.
It depends on how bloated I want to look that day.
That's why we're...
I feel like that's the thing that determines.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always just in baggier.
And then obviously, Skylar, the goat cheese is right. The goat cheese is a little thicker than the ricotta, so I take it we're just like blending it to where they both are kind of equally mixed. Is that what you recommend?
Absolutely, Devin. I couldn't have said it better myself. So you're just going to mix this filling until it's equal in creaminess throughout. So that goat cheese blends with the ricotta. You see the shredded mozzarella throughout the filling, and the zest and herbs are all incorporated. So mine kind of looks like a spinach ricotta dip. I had a huge bunch of basil that I chopped up. So mine's very basily. But yeah. Just until it's done, and then we will move on to actually making our lasagna in our 10 by 10 Rubbermaid dish, which I'm so excited about.
Me too. I'm most excited to eat it, to be honest, but yes.
You know, that makes me happy. I love to hear it. I'm just grabbing my dish and resetting a little bit over here. You are crushing it over there, Devin. I love it. All right. Do you have the 10 by 10 or the 1.75 quart square Rubbermaid dish?
I do. I can do it in the 10 by. Does it matter? Like, how do you know which size? That's actually a good question. Since we have so many different sizes available, what do you recommend in terms of sizing for?
For the recipe that I like created, it was meant for a smaller dish, like a 10 by 10, similar to this. But if you wanted to fit into the larger casserole style, I would just double it. And if you have anything left over, throw the leftover filling on top of the lasagna and just let it bake. You won't regret it. Or you could even just like bake a little mini lasagna if you have leftover in a ramekin that comes with the set.
Oh, I love that. That's a good idea, Skylar. Mini lasagnas in the ramekins. That's actually really great if you're having guests over. I love that. That's actually really cool. I love it. This is why you're the chef.
Yes.
Skylar. That's so fun.
Oh my God. I try my best. Trying my hardest. So what you're going to do is just take a little bit of that cheese filling and put it in the bottom of the dish along with just a little bit of olive oil. Okay. This is just so it doesn't... Well, it doesn't matter if it sticks, but, you know, I like to loosen it up a little bit. So you want this probably like 1/4 inch thick on the bottom. We want the thickest layers in the middle of the noodles. Yeah, for some reason I thought we were doing 10 by 10 today, so I hope yours gets totally full, but regardless, you can just add more cheese. We have lots of shredded mozzarella. If you run out of filling, you can add just shredded cheese, a couple layers of shredded cheese, and you are good to go. So there's always
that's smart.
an answer. Lasagna is very
There's
easy.
always a hack, guys.
Exactly. That's the thing about home cooking. It's not intimidating. You are the critic. You're feeding people you usually love to see, not strangers. So the stakes are a little bit lower, and you can have some more fun with it, in my opinion. Ooh, yum, Devin. That's looking. I just want to eat it right out of the Rubbermaid, like that. So good.
Yeah, yeah. What I love about the Rubbermaid too, Skylar, is even if the food doesn't taste good, I know it will because it's your recipe, but like even if someone like me messed it up, it'll at least look pretty when you deliver it, and you can just drop it off and then leave. Like you don't have to stay for people to eat it. They'll at least appreciate the presentation. So again, there's a lot of functionality here.
Absolutely, and you said something so key earlier, like you might as well just buy the 8-piece set. You have 3 casserole style dishes, and then you have the ramekins. If you want the ramekins, keep those. Gift the other pieces of the set, or use it as a way to like it's a community thing. Like our whole block here, I'm in Philadelphia, we always have little cookouts. So these could be like communal bakeware for the block. If someone needs it, someone can take it. It's just you might as well get the 8-piece, is what I'm saying. I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree. You might as well. They might as well get, if you're on the fence, I'd get the 8-piece. If you're not on the fence and you know that you use a lot, go ahead and get the 12-piece. You will find a use for all of them. Again, they're dishwasher safe, microwave safe, chip resistant. They withstand Skylar's cooking. So, you know, she said she's rough on her dishes, so they're tough in that way.
Also clumsy.
They're beautiful, elegant, ergonomic. Don't worry, Skylar. My dog likes to walk under my feet wherever I am, so anything's liable to break because if you move, he's like underneath you and you may drop it. So Rubbermaid has got you covered, and they come with lids, which is just really great for reserving. I think in the chat someone had asked how long you can keep lasagna leftovers. Skylar, are there any guidelines around that?
Honestly, I would keep them 3 days tops, in my opinion. I mean, they never last longer than that for me, but I think lasagna is actually better the next day. So eat it the next day, put it in the oven. You won't regret it. But yeah, I would say 3 days tops. And if you use these casserole style dishes, what I love is you have the lid, so you can just cover it easily. You don't have to transfer it or use foil or cling wrap or anything. You just have the lid, super convenient. Pop it in the oven. You can also use these in the microwave the next day. Easy, easy, easy. But 3 days tops. Devin, are we ready to start layering?
Love it. Yes, okay, so I see you put your noodles down, right? So I'm just gonna put a noodle across like each side. Is that what I do? Okay.
Yep, so you're just gonna basically think of lasagna and how there's layers of noodles. We're just creating those layers with flat noodles. As little as they can overlap as possible is what I prefer. And sometimes if you can slice one down the middle. That's why the boiled ones can be a little easier to build the dish with, because you can actually create the size to exactly fit. But whatever you're doing, it's working.
Cool. All right.
That's
so
awesome.
We do one layer, and then we put on the next layer.
Yep, right? So we're gonna add some of the cheese filling. So that ricotta mixture, I'm worried that there might not be enough. I hope you guys have extra cheese that we can play with. So you're gonna spread this ricotta mixture, probably like 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick, right on top of the noodles.
Skylar, I have a question for you.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a safe space, though, right? So you're not going to judge me.
No, not at all.
Was I supposed to put the peas in the cheese already?
No, you weren't. We're going to get to that.
Oh,
Don't worry, I didn't say that yet.
Okay, good.
No,
I was worried,
amazing.
And I was like, okay, awesome. Thanks, Sky. I appreciate you're such a good
instructor. Oh
Thank
my God.
Okay.
No, I should have specified that. That was a great question. So I'm wondering if they have some more cheese for you on set, if you have enough, because we might do two
Because
more
I'm
layers.
struggle busting with how much cheese is left. Well,
No, just because I thought it was 10 by 10. It's my fault.
It's the magic of the cooking elves who are here. I have a feeling we will have a beautiful one that manages to appear,
Amazing.
despite,
Despite my error. So what we're gonna do once you have that layer of cheese complete is you're gonna take those peas and scatter them in a thin layer on top of that ricotta mixture. You could mix it in, Devin. That was a great point. Like you could easily mix them into the cheese mixture. That might even make your life easier.
Is that
So
how you?
you're the instructor.
But is that how you usually make it though, or is that like in the real recipe? It sounds like though you just have a layer of peas. Is that how it's properly done?
Honestly, it doesn't matter because it's all gonna come together.
Okay.
Oh my God, don't worry. So yeah, no, it literally will just all come together in the oven and melt together. So if you prefer to mix the peas in with the cheese mixture, you're gonna get the same result. I just did it so I didn't have that step. But so either way, you're gonna win. It's gonna taste.
I love that.
Don't worry.
Amazing. And you guys, for those watching along, everything we're using is available in the carousel below or next to this video. And look, if you feel like you don't know what you're doing in the kitchen, that's okay. Whether you're pro chef level like Skylar or novice like me, one thing you can be confident in is your choice in using Rubbermaid to do this, because again, honey, it'll look good and it'll withstand your nonsense. So that's half the battle in cooking. I mean, taste is the other big part, but we'll get there. That's half the battle in cooking. And Rubbermaid, they have a variety of sets available right now. So you have a 4-piece set, you have an 8-piece set, you have a 12-piece set, you have a 3-piece set, whatever you may need to make a beautiful lasagna like this or a variety of your favorite dishes at home. All right, I got my peas, Skylar, my beauty peas.
Absolutely. You layered that down? That's all layered?
Did.
Perfect.
Yes.
So
and
then you're going to add more noodles. Well, oh, sorry. I'm like,
more noodles. Okay.
Sped ahead a little bit. More noodles. So you're going to do a layer of noodles.
You're the pro. Okay. Got it.
No, you're the pro. We're all pros because it's our own kitchen and everyone's a winner.
Skylar, you're lying now. Okay. No, there's no.
No,
we are not. There are no participation
if it tastes
trophies.
good.
There.
No, there are.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because it's like your own kitchen, right? I know you're in the studio, but the thing I love about home cooking is like you really can't fail unless it's like a health hazard and you undercook some meat. But if your lasagna comes out a little funky, you're fine. Exactly. See, that's a big L. That's a no-no. We don't want that. But with lasagna, this is all vegetable. We got no meat in here. We're smooth sailing. It's easy.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. This is vegetarian, isn't it?
Yes, easy breezy. Yeah. So when Devin's doing that, I'm kind of one step ahead. So you're gonna layer peas on top of that ricotta filling that you're layering. So we're just repeating until the dish is full.
Okay. I'd say
it's kind
based on the dish / my cheese availability. My dish is almost full. I'm going to do another layer of peas. I love a good pea, you guys. It's nature's candy. Even a frozen pea, pop it out of the bag. I used to do that as a child.
Really?
You know, it's a healthy snack.
Wow.
I know I'm a weird kid, but it's good. I like a good frozen pea. For breakfast the other day, I had some frozen peas that I warmed up, some corn and salt and pepper and butter. Delicious.
I love that for you. No, I agree with the frozen pea life. I agree. I think corn is nature's candy, but peas are a close second. Peas are a close second. Devin is gonna run out of cheese, and I am at the top of my dish. Devin, do you have any more mozzarella or parm on you?
I do, and so do I do another layer of noodle and then do that, or?
Where are you? Let's see. Where are you at?
So I put another layer of cheese and peas.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I did
cheese
another layer of cheese and peas, and then do I do another layer of noodles and then the mozzarella and the? You know what I mean? Okay.
Yes. Yep. Another layer of noodles. And because of I made this recipe for a 10 by 10 for anyone watching. If she had enough cheese, it would all be covered in the cheese. Just needed to let everyone know. That's my error for
Just pretend you
doing
saw
10
more
by 10.
cheese in there, guys. Just
Yeah, like
pretend.
a
We're all
white
family
fluffy
here. It's a
ricotta
safe
cloud.
emotional space. So just
Exactly.
pretend in the land of make
I
believe.
will
And so then
say,
do I alternate the cheeses on top?
yeah, so I'm just gonna go with half a cup or 1 cup, whatever you want, of shredded mozz or mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also gonna add some shredded parm as well. Just literally throw all of it down there. I did half a cup of each and cover the noodles. And that is the lasagna. That is it.
Beauty,
And what's great is
yes. That
I
noodle.
feel like yours is full to the top, Devin. So like I think ours have the same depth. It's just the width that's different for us.
Yeah, they are.
So like the 3-layer lasagna.
Going back to the multi-set, they do have, many of them have the same depth. Again, there's a variety of different quart sizes. They are heat resistant up to 550 degrees. I'm using the larger dish. Skylar's using the 10 by 10. They're oven safe, fabulous, and beautiful. Ooh, this feels, I can't wait to eat it, Skylar. All right, so what do we do next?
I hope it's good. All right, now we just bake it. Of course, you can cover it, but I kind of just like to let it bake and get crispy edges on the outside. So you pop it in the oven. It's preheated at 425 or 450 if you have a cold oven like me, which is 25 degrees under all the time, which is weird. And you just pop it in the middle rack in the center of the oven.
Okay.
And you're gonna let that bake, either covered for 30 and uncovered for 30, or uncovered until it gets golden brown, then you can cover it. Either way, it'll be melty, cheesy, and delicious. So, yeah.
Delicious. And Skylar, you said that I have a finished one through the magic of magicness. So does it really doesn't matter if you cover it or uncover it? Is that how that works?
I mean, okay, so the reason you would cover it is so the cheese melts. It's gonna melt either way because it's so hot in there, and I like a really crispy golden brown cheese on top. So I'm just letting it go uncovered. If you don't like that golden brown crispy cheese on top, I would just cover it and then uncover it for the last 10 minutes. But covering it traps the steam so that it melts faster, essentially.
Gotcha.
And it kind of it cooks the noodles. But I have confidence. Your noodles look very well cooked. Mine will cook in the oven. I'm not worried that they're not going to cook. So that was a game time decision, Devin.
I like it. I like it. Sometimes you just got to flow with it. Skylar, I have my finished product here. I'm garnishing it.
Gorgeous.
Just to give it a little extra zazzle. A little razzle dazzle. Shout out to Frank G, who started following us, and Ellen and Robin and Francis and Bianca, an Amazon customer.
Wow.
You guys come join. I'll give you a slice.
Wow,
thanks,
that
guys.
looks so good, Devin. I know you say it's the food elf,
So
but
yummy.
I think you're the chef queen right now.
Thank you. Well, it's because I had a really good instructor is the only reason why I was able to do this. And can I just say, it looks beautiful also because it's in this fabulous Rubbermaid glass baking dish. Because if this was in some hobnob, chipped, dirty looking dish, it wouldn't look as beautiful, but it's not. It's in a beautiful one that's durable, that can withstand a lot of different heat, which is amazing. So much that you can do with it, also available with lids. Now imagine showing up to the next family function with this and just setting it on the table. It's basically like the food version of a mic drop. You just set it down and you're like, I did that, and then you walk away. And nobody's gonna ask you to clean dishes when you're bringing something as beautiful as this to the table. So it's just a food for thought. Food for thought. You just walk in, you're like, yeah, I'm that person. I can cook that well. Right, Skylar?
Absolutely. I think that's so funny. The equivalent of a mic drop. Also, I do want to say these are dishwasher safe, which is such a game changer. A lot of ceramic bakeware isn't, and it's very delicate and will break easily. But these Rubbermaid ones are dishwasher safe, which has been a game changer for me personally, and for my husband, and for everyone that I cook for. So that's definitely worth noting as well.
Super important, Skylar. All right, I'm over here cutting to take a piece. You're doing it the right way, which is waiting for it to cook. How long does it usually take to cook, Skylar?
I would say about an hour in that size of a dish. For me, 45 minutes or so. I just check it. I'm so impatient. I always look at 30 minutes and then I'm like, is it ready yet? And it's not. But I would wait an hour. Lasagna is an art of time. If you let it sit overnight after you bake it and eat it the next day and then reheat it, it'll be even better because those noodles will just absorb all the flavor. But an hour will do. How's it going with I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can get a nice slice out of there.
Thank you. I
feel bad I don't have
excited. I feel bad too, Sky. I'm eating in your honor. What can I say? Okay, we're gonna go in for the bite. All right.
Ooh.
It is springtime fresh, which is great.
Amazing.
Go in for the bite. Mmm. So good. It is very, very, very good. Highly recommend, you guys.
Is it?
Great recipe,
Ooh,
Skylar.
okay, good. Thank you. I hope it's springy and zingy. I see a question in the chat really quick. It's what's a good substitute if you don't like goat cheese? You can just skip it and add an extra, I would say half a cup or 1 cup of ricotta, depending on the size. Just go full ricotta. Just make sure to use maybe a little lemon juice to brighten it up a little bit and more salt than we did here today. But yeah, you can make this whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. Vicky asked what size pan. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. That makes me so happy. Vicky said, what pan size did you use for the lasagna? I used a 10 by 10. Devin, which size did you use again? I'm sorry, you're eating. I'm being rude.
I use no, I know. I'm like, Skylar, go ahead and do the rest. This is great and delicious. Like, you keep talking. So I used the largest of the 8-piece set. So I believe it's 2.5 quarts is the size of this particular pan, which again is great. But like Skylar said, you could use the 10 by 10, or I love your idea of using the individual ramekins. So if you're having guests over or something like that, making little mini versions in here is a really great idea. Like, love that concept, Skylar. That was such a great idea.
Oh my God, I'm so glad. And if you do that in the ramekins, I would definitely get lasagna noodles that you pre-boil. These are difficult to like break properly and fit in here. So I would go with what Devin did and pre-boil your noodles and just layer them in. And same bake time, I would cover these though with foil as they're baking. For sure.
Oh my God, you guys, this is so good. I know I like wouldn't shut
I'm
up
so
at the beginning
happy
of the show,
you like
now
it.
I'm just pretty much silent. So
well,
good,
that makes
Skylar.
me happy.
You've done it
it's
again.
all the Rubbermaid. It's the Rubbermaid, Devin, and it's because it retains heat so well that it cooks every single layer perfectly. And that's another reason I love these products. I know you said that earlier today, but I just had to reiterate it because heat retention is huge with baking dishes like this. So 10 out of 10.
And what I love too,
it's you.
Like you said about the heat retention, is that when you're traveling, now that the world's like open back up, it's summertime, we're going on picnics, we're going out to eat, we're going to see friends, or bringing food over, this lid will help retain the heat when you're taking that dish. Because as much as we want to put like tin foil and that sort of thing on top, it never really does the same. But this lid that really grips onto the dish, as you can see. I can even turn it over and it's not coming off. I have to actually lift it up, but it's still fairly easy to do when I want to lift it. I think that's the real game changer here. So Rubbermaid has thought of everything, as they always do. I've grown up on their products, still love them, and proud to have them in my home now as an adult. Look, Ma, I'm adulting. If you don't have some of these, they're just a staple in any kitchen, and we offer them in a variety of different sets. So you have the 3-piece, you have the 4-piece, you have the 8-piece, and you have the 12-piece. And if you feel like you're not going to use all pieces, remember, you can gift them. You can take them to family and friends' house when you're making a dish, or you can be stingy and be like, nah, give it back. Whatever it is, we won't judge you, but you have options here. and it's going to be a hit because it's Rubbermaid.
Absolutely, I agree. ELZ in the chat asked if they are fridge and freezer safe, and I responded there, but I just want to tell everyone they are fridge and freezer safe, which is key because you can use these for meal prep as well as, of course, like baking a lasagna and stuff. You can prep all your ingredients or have shredded chicken, lay it out in the dish, cover it, and pop it in the fridge for however long, up to 5 days, or whatever. But great for ingredients.
Yeah.
Like 10 out of 10. Had to just throw that out there.
Love them. Love them. They're so good. I mean, and I love the little ramekins. You guys, these are absolutely wonderful. Shout out to everyone in the chat who joined us as well. We are indeed live. So we're happy that you guys have been joining us. If you guys haven't grabbed these already, shout out to Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Telling you, Deborah, these Rubbermaid glass dishware baking dishes, fabulous. The 8-piece set includes a 2.5 quart baking dish with lid, a 1.75 quart baking dish with lid, and 4 1-cup ramekins, which are great for little desserts. We could do a little cobbler in them. I'm gonna see if we can get Skylar to do a little cobbler with us in the ramekins next time. You can do so many things. They're also just pretty for presentation. If you are gonna have a dinner party, you could use the little ramekins to do like mini salads or something like that. I don't know. There's so many options there. They withstand up to 550 degrees in the broiler. As Skylar said, they are dishwasher safe, which is huge. I have some ceramic pieces at home as well. Cannot put those bad boys in the dishwasher. It's why I say that I don't cook, but now I no longer have an excuse because Rubbermaid has these. They look just as nice, but they're a lot more durable. They are chip resistant. You can take them anywhere, and they come with lids. So many great things. Rubbermaid, like, we love you. Like, not just for sponsoring our cooking session today, but genuinely, they've been around for a million years because they know what they're doing. I mean, they stand the test of time. No one can dispute the quality that is Rubbermaid. And, you know, I never thought I'd get to a point in my life where I'd be so excited talking about dishware, but I actually genuinely, like, believe, like, if somebody was like, oh, here's this off-brand or here's Rubbermaid every time because it's Rubbermaid. Like, I know that it's made well and it's gonna last and I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. And I love that it looks really beautiful too.
Absolutely. I agree 100%, Devin. And I'm also at that point in life where talking about dishware makes me so happy. And so today was a real treat.
Same. Well, Skylar, I can't wait for you to try your treat of a recipe because it actually is so good.
Smells so good.
And a sneaky way to sneak in some vegetables. I know. Wow. It tastes so good. Oh my God. Sorry guys, I know.
Really quick, I take back what I said. I should have covered this because it's already getting brown. But yeah, cover it if you make it.
Oh my God. This is so delicious. Okay, Skylar, what are you most excited to make next in the ramen? Or what are ideas we can make in the ramekins? I'm so excited about this ramekin making.
Oh my God. Well, me too. Okay, so here's the deal. You can make chocolate molten cakes in here. You can make vanilla or white chocolate molten cakes with some raspberries. You could even, if you like the idea of mug cakes or overnight oats, you can make them in these ramekins. You can make the overnight oats in the microwave, or you can bake them in the oven. I think this baked oats trend that's all over the internet is super cool. The mini lasagnas. Oh, Devin, another one I love are these single serving chicken pot pies. That's more close to the holidays, but I love that. Or sides of potatoes, like a potatoes au gratin. You can just layer the potatoes with some heavy cream and cheese. Yum. And you can do anything you do in a regular baking dish. You can do in the ramekin. If you have to cover it, I would use foil. But otherwise, yeah, anything you make in here, you can make it mini, which I love.
I love that so much. And on the cooking shows, I've been seeing all these, I think you mentioned it, like the mug baking trend. So like doing a little chocolate cake in a mug, you know, things to simplify life because, you know, some of us are just don't like extra effort. So I love that these ramekins are dishwasher and microwave safe because you can make one of those little cakes. Now, I don't know the recipe right now, but if you Google it, it exists. And basically, you just put a couple ingredients in the ramekin, and then you put it in the microwave for a couple minutes, and boom, you've got a chocolate. Maybe you have a date coming up, and you're gonna cook for them. Don't put in extra effort. You could make an instant cake in your little ramekins, and you'll look like you are a top chef. But you're not. You're just an Amazon Live friend of the family and chef. So good. Rubbermaid has got you
Yes.
so covered. This is so, I love that.
I'm so happy.
Okay, remember, just to recap, for those of you who are just catching the tail end, we made a bomb lasagna. So good, so good. You can rewatch this. But we also have been featuring some of the fabulous Rubbermaid products. So there's an 8-piece set available. There is a 3-piece set, a 4-piece set, and a 12-piece set. Some of the sets come with lids. It includes... you're going to get a 2.5 quart. You're going to get the 4-piece set, which is absolutely fabulous as well. So you're going to get 2 lids and you're going to get 2 dishes. You can cook in. Again, they are dishwasher safe, microwave safe, all of the things that you need, and they're absolutely lovely. So make sure you check them out. They're Rubbermaid, they're glass, they can withstand up to 550 degrees. So there's so much that you can do with them. I recommend getting the largest set as well. There's also the 12-piece set, where you can get 4 different dishes in various sizes, as well as the matching lids. And then you're going to also get some ramekins as well. There's so many things. Make sure you check them out. They're all in the carousel. Add them to your cart. Don't forget to check out. Skylar, thank you so much for teaching us this fabulous lasagna recipe. It has been so delicious, and this has been so much fun. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on today's Amazon live stream brought to us by Rubbermaid. Thank you, Rubbermaid, for thinking through all the things so that we have really fabulous dishes that we can make something that we're proud of. And remember, everything that we talked about is in the carousel below or next to this video. So grab what you want, add it to your cart. Don't forget to check out, hit up Skylar on Instagram, hit up me on Instagram. Let us know the dishes that you've made that you love. Don't forget to follow my girl Skylar as well, because she'll be back with more great fun tutorials and with a better cook than me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Devin Simone. That's Skylar Bouchard.
Thank you, Devin.
Stay tuned for more great fun streams coming your way next.